What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA picking with Pop. Let's roll.
Yeah, great fire.
When I win the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, popimism. Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bag line in the air, throwing signals. When I win the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, popimism. Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bag lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table.
100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Happy Monday. Monday motivation, motivational Monday. I am your motivational speaker, whether you like it or not. And welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I appreciate you. Starting the week off, but kind of like ending the year, so it feels a little, weird in that regards. Where people, keep saying Happy Holiday, and you're like Christmas passed, even though you don't celebrate. I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean? New week, new goals, end of the year, new year coming in. For those that got that type of vibe and that spirit, nothing wrong with it. Let it push you forward. And, we all find motivation in different things and different spaces and places and times in our lives. Like it could be the littlest thing, it could be the biggest thing. So whatever floats your boat, whatever keep you, pushing, then challenge and be great. With that said, quick recap as we always do. And if you're watching live, I appreciate you. But if you see me squinting at the screen to look at the numbers, that's so I can place the shit. So when people come view it after what the timestamps, they can see what we talking about. All right, so the 2-minute mark. Let's get the recap going. Yesterday, 9 games? No, 6 games yesterday. 6 games yesterday. We went 3-3, and we lost all 3 locks. And that's disheartening. That's one of the first time we lost all of the locks. We did go like 1-4. We did go 2-4. We giving out a lot of picks. We did have a bad record, but not overall losing all. 6 games, we gave out 3. Let's start with the locks. Let's start with the play of the day. Orlando Magic. They just didn't have it. Yesterday, they lost outright. They kept being down. Brooklyn kept pushing. And maybe the injuries and not having. They are one of the deeper teams, in my opinion. They definitely one of the deeper teams. It's not too many deep teams in the NBA. And when I mean deep, I mean like 9, 10 deep quality players, people coming in to really contribute. You know what I mean? So they are a deep team, but the top players that's hurt, the Wagner brothers, obviously Banchero, I guess maybe a quarter to him. Brooklyn, Cam Thomas came back. He had a good game. They put him on the bench. And so the bench was, they had an extra firepower. Indiana, we had them. We didn't have them winning the game outright, but we did have them with the 12.5. That was one of the plays that we hit. It wasn't a lot. Toronto lost outright to Atlanta. Atlanta's the better team, obviously. I figured Toronto was well rested. They was at home. They have been a good ATS team, and so we took them thinking that Atlanta would have tired legs after having the last couple of games be tough on them, and that was a loss. Houston Rockets, we had that as a lock. So Toronto was a lock, Houston was a lock, and Orlando was the player of the day. Houston game, y'all seen it. If y'all didn't see it, then y'all know 6 players got ejected. Ime Doka, like, you out of here. Go back to the showers. And it just was crazy with the Thompson kid and, what's the star for Miami? Tyler Hero. And I guess he pushed him on the ground. Tempers fled. Nobody really gonna do nothing in the NBA. Like, That ain't the Alonzo Mournings and who Alonzo fought on the Knicks when Jeff Van Gundy was drafted. I think it was Larry Johnson, maybe, or maybe it was with Oakley. Or when we see Chris Childs, rest in peace, jab Kobe. Like Kobe was standing in his foul, nigga just jabbed him. And that whole fiasco. We seen Barkley and Shaq throw the ball, but for the most matter of fact, what's probably being how we speaking about it. This is my show. We unscripted, even though this is the NBA show. Normally I'm unscripted on my other shit, but NBA, we just talking about the NBA. But what was the shit at the Palace at the Auburn with I think it was Indiana and Detroit with Ben Wallace and all them and Rasheed Wallace Was that Rasheed Wallace that went in the stands? Who I know was Ron Artest, and it was wild, and that was one of the wilder ones. But anyway, who could have predicted that? I thought Houston was still a good lock. That's why we went with them, and that's why we bet with them. You know what I mean, and that was a loss. The other two games was OKC. We had them, no Ja Morant, and we had the Spurs. The Spurs lost, but they wasn't going to lose by 7. In fact, they was winning the game, and Ant-Man and them had to come back and win at the end. All right, with that being said, the overall record now for me is 226, 234. That's overall all the games. Every single game we gave a pick on. As far as the locks, the games we bet on, not from Yonkers, we are still above 5. We're still way above 500. We won 19 and we won 08. So we still 11 games above 500, even losing 3 locks yesterday. And hopefully we don't lose today like that. What else? I guess that's about it. Let's get to the first game, 6-minute mark. 6-minute mark. Let's talk about my New York Knicks out on the road at Washington Wizards. And if you rock with the show, you know what I'm going to do next. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown, my Giants won yesterday. They shouldn't have won. That was crazy of them. But the New York Knicks out on the road at Washington, playing for the second time in as many as 3 days, giving 12.5. Knicks was losing. Then they came back and they won by 3. I think the Knicks come out and first before we even do that. 1, 2, 3. They play on. Oh, they play tomorrow. No, they play Wednesday on January 1st at home at Utah. Then 2 road games. The Knicks is due for a loss, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they make it 8 in a row. But I think the Washington Wizards cover. I was going to lean towards the Knicks, like, yo, the Knicks is the better team, and they are. But matter of fact, before we give a solid pick, let's look at RotoWire real quick. Brunson is out. Oh, he game time decision. He was kind of fake game time decision last game, too. Kuzma's back. Kyle Kuzma's back. And the Knicks still giving 12.5. You know what? I'm rolling with the Knicks. We're going to roll with the Knicks. The Knicks is better. They are due for a loss, but maybe it's not to these guys. I'm going with the Knicks. Next game up, we got Chicago Bulls at Charlotte. Charlotte getting 5. I think Chicago Bulls is the better team, but I'm going to go with Charlotte. They've been on a losing streak. They at home. Chicago beat them earlier this season. Let me just check to see how long ago they beat them. The Hornets. They just beat them on December 13th at home. They beat them by 14. Now they at home. The public is on Chicago. I'm gonna take Charlotte. I ain't in love with it, but I am going to take Charlotte. Next game up. 8:47. We got the LA Clippers at New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans is just trash. Let's keep it a buck. Can't really bet with them. Clippers is the better team. I think they could go in there and win the game by 5. RotoWire. Let me see. LaMelo Ball's game time. These guys is trash, bro. We going with Chicago Bulls. We're not going with Charlotte. We get changing that. We're going with the Chicago Bulls. LaMelo was going to be out. Brandon, these games, game time decision. They're probably not even going to play for whatever reason. Let me just quick look at RotoWire. Still out, McCollum. Yeah, we going with the Clippers. And B game time decision, but I still Lively might play. Doncic is out. All right, we back to live action. We going with the Clippers. We going with Charlotte. Next game up. 10-15. We got the Denver Nuggets out on the road at Utah. We going with Utah. We going with Denver. I think Denver's the better team. I know they haven't been playing good on the road like that. Utah do play good at home. But I'm taking Denver. Did they play already this season? The Jazz. We got the Jazz. Competition, they must come sideways. Competition, they must come straightaway. That's a Tribe Called Quest reference, by the way. We got the Jazz. Denver did beat them at home. Beat them on the back-to-back. It was early in the season, November 2nd. They beat them 129-103. Sure, Aaron Gordon did play in that game. He had 12, 6, and 5. But we like Denver. Utah, they not really a great team like that. We ain't gonna get gassed off of. We gonna take Denver. Next game, and this one should be a goodie. 11-19. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers at Golden State. Golden State at home getting 4.5. And we like Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland rocks. Cleveland is they balling. I mean, they balling. So it ain't really no need to jump in front of them. They are due for a loss too, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Had 2 days off though. Warriors, on the other hand, they just got their first win at home. Could they make it back to back? Maybe, maybe not. They did just barely beat the Suns. I'm going with Cleveland. I think Cleveland coming in Hulk smash. 71% is on Cleveland as well. And I just think they're going to come in and win too. Next game, we got the Philadelphia 76ers out on the road at Portland. Portland getting 6.5. I like Philly. I'm liking a lot of the favorites today. I think it's going to be some clean sweeps. I ain't going to lie. I think it's going to be some clean sweeps as far as the favorites. I mean, I like Philly. I think they're the better team. Even if Joel Embiid don't play, Portland been playing fake eye they last couple of games, but are you really trusting Portland to win 3 straight games? I think they lose. They beat the Dallas. They beat the Jazz. We got the Jazz. This is their last home game, so they probably will fight like hell. And then they go on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game road trip. But I'm taking I gotta take Philly. I can't take Portland to win those many games in a row. Last and final game of the night, 13-12. We got Dallas Mavericks out on the road at Sacramento. Sacramento was L. Trashington. Sprinkle some dirt on them like they is L. Trashington. And we're not going to bet with them. We're going to take Dallas with that 4. This will be the only underdog that I take today. I'm taking Dallas. Will I be surprised if Sacramento was one of the favorites that win? No. Will I be surprised if LaMelo Ball played Charlotte, get a victory, or don't lose by the spread? No. Or will I be surprised that the Knicks win and don't cover and then come out and like play with the food and get bored with the Washington Wizards? Nah, I won't, but I'm going to still stick to my picks. And with that said, let's get to the theme music.
Yeah. Great fire.
When I win a chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the back line in the air, throwing signals. When I win a chicken, then
Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. All right, here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks to get you and me the winner, chicken dinners. And it's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 games, so we're gonna give out two locks in the play of the day. We're going We going with Philly as a lock. We going with the Clippers as a lock. Play of the day. I know this is going to be a little shaky, a little nervous because they playing at Golden State. But I think Clippers is the best team in the NBA right now. I know they're on the win streak, so they are due for a loss. It could come at the hands of the Warriors, but the Warriors still got to prove it to me. I'm going with the Clippers to win, to cover, and that's the play of the day. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at. Of course, it's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV, NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling. We unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.